In thousands of lounge rooms in thousands of homes across Australia, memories of Her Majesty the Queen have been rekindled over the last few days. For John Jack Larkin, Gold Coast resident and former Army driving instructor, those memories, scattered across black and white photos resting on his lounge room table, would come from the Queen's first tour of Australia, when he was her driver. Jack would be one of 7 drivers selected from Army ranks to chauffeur the Queen on her first visit to Australia after her coronation. Read more. King Charles III officially proclaimed Australia's head of state. The 1954 tour would be a logistical marathon, the biggest ever planned in Australia, requiring a team of drivers to get Her Majesty to the 57 towns she visited. Over 1,000 men would initially apply, rigorously tested and judged over a period of weeks, their number whittled with each apparent transgression of manners. Nicotine on the fingers, anything like that, and you would be deducted points, says Jack. Read more. Day-by-day guide to funeral of Queen Elizabeth II. When finally made one of 7, Jack's first royal chauffeuring would be day 1 of the royal tour in Sydney. Young and beautiful, a very pretty girl, says Jack of his first impressions, very timid, she seemed shy. The first day was very touchy, because we were all on edge, but she was a lovely lady. During his 3 months driving the new Queen around the country, Jack would be privy to the gentle diplomacy needed by the royal couple for dazzled citizenry. Read more. William, Harry, Kate and Meghan reunite in mourning. They would ask her a question, and yet think to yourself, God, that's a silly question to ask a woman like that, says Jack, who then reveals the royal solution to such uncomfortable moments. Philip would step forward and endeavor to answer the silly question, or change the subject and ask another question. Jack explains, he was a real good bloke, good husband, good man. The royal vehicle fleet would not go unscathed, with the hundreds of thousands who would crush to see her each day. One of the faithful steeds that would carry the Queen was the 1948 model convertible Daimler Landaulet, which is now on show at the National Museum in Canberra. Read more. Queen Elizabeth is featured on several currencies. Now what? When we got back that night, there were minor scratches where ladies' handbags and umbrellas and things like that scraped the side of the car, says Jack. Resting proudly on a nearby side table is a signed photo of the Queen and Prince Philip, a memento of that memory almost 70 years old, and still held close by Jack Larkin. She was a lovely, lovely lady, and likewise Philip was a lovely bloke, that be by her side, says Jack.